If you guys are looking for any cheap and reliable coins, check out MMOPO.com. Use the code PINGU at checkout to get 8% off. Guys, welcome to Season 3, Episode number 14 of the Derby Current Live, and to start off this episode, we're currently second in the table with the game in hand, so if we do win that game in hand, we can go back to the top, and our next opponents are against Arsenal in the Premier League. In this episode, we also play the Champions League knockout stage against Bayern Munich, and that'll be the proper test to see how we do, of course. I think we're just going to stick with our first team now. We're not going to bother rotating because I believe there's enough time between all the fixtures to basically make sure we do have full fitness. So yeah, in the last episode, unfortunately, we were knocked out of both the Carabao Cup and FA Cup in one episode, so not the most brilliant of episodes, but we did manage to do a deadline day deal of Ismaila Sarr from Watford. It was literally all we could afford because of the game stealing about 40 million from us. Yeah, I literally could not do anything more in the transfer window because literally, the game just stole. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the team now. Obviously, we've got this team until the end of the season. Maybe could have done with improving Handanovic to a bit of a younger and more athletic goalkeeper, but it's kind of difficult to judge a goalkeeper when we do play on ultimate difficulty. So yeah, let's see how we do against Arsenal to start this episode. Here we are then at home for the game against Arsenal. It'll be interesting to see what kind of lineup they do put out. We did beat them like 8-2 or 9-2 last season, but I think we did lose. I think it was first Premier League game of the season against Arsenal at the Emirates. So they are playing a 5-2-3 with Leno in goal, Medley, Pavard, Romagnoli and Nunez, the two new signings in the defence. Then Maitland-Niles at right wing back. Then a midfield two of Dani Olmo and Marco Reus, quite attacking, not exactly the most defensive, but obviously they do play five at the back. And then they've got Galeno, Martinelli and Aubameyang up front. So it's a very pacey front three, and it'll be interesting to see how we do, of course. First game of the episode is always a bit of a difficult one because obviously I'm just getting into the rhythm of playing career mode on ultimate difficulty, but we'll have to wait and see how we do. And with a bit of space to run into here, trying to find Ismaila Sarr, and I have done it. Can he score on his weak foot? He doesn't have the best one in the world, but he has got the dream start to his debut to make it 1-0 there just before the half-time whistle mark, and brilliant sign. I thought I'd give him the number 32 just because that was really his number, and yeah, it was about the only attacking number we really had. Yes, I'm pretty sure he's got a 2-star weak foot, so I'm quite surprised he's got a 2-star weak foot, and still he's managed to score that. But he has got a really good shooting ability, obviously very good shot power, 84 and 80 finishing as well. Injury here to Mount, hopefully it's not too severe, as we do have the Bayern Munich game coming up. Tries to get it into Jozwiak with the shot, and there we go. We haven't even made our substitutions, and the ball's been in place since about the 55th minute. But we will make a few changes now. Hopefully the injury to Mount isn't too bad. It's only a plaster, so shouldn't be that bad. We will get Bakayoko on for Knight for that bit of defensive cover, and I'm just trying to think what else we could probably do. There we go, full time against Arsenal. We do win the game 2-0, and a nice clean sheet against one of the best teams in the league. There wasn't much in the game, to be honest. No shots for Arsenal, and we didn't exactly create too much as well. But Ismaila Sarr actually had a really good debut, of course, scoring that goal to find the breakthrough. And I think he was quite aggressive. He managed to intercept the ball a number of times, so good signs from the start. So with that win, we do go back to first in the table with 59 points, and we do have that 3-point gap on Manchester City. Next game is against West Ham, and I don't think the injury to Mount's... Yeah, it's not a bad injury, so that's good to see, of course. I want 1 or 2 week injuries, but nothing really more than that, because then it would kind of ruin the career mode, like that Chukwueze, is going to be out until the end of the season now. And that's just a bit of a shame. But Louis Sibley has actually grown to a 80 rated central attacking midfielder, so that's good to see, of course. Still, that shot pass a little bit low at 59. Do need to get that up. Here we are then at the London Stadium against West Ham. Let's have a look and see their lineup for today's game. I believe Jordan Ibe is in the team, and he is indeed on that right hand side against his former club. They do have Okereke up top, I'm not too sure who he is. Baselli, the Italian, then Nathan Holland on the left. I think he's a youth academy player from West Ham. Souček and Eggstein in the holding role, then Cresswell, then Donker, Gigot and Fredericks, then Trott in goal, who's not exactly the greatest, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Jordan Ibe does against his former club. Hopefully, if my theory is correct, we should have enough fitness for the Bayern Munich game in 4 days' time. So with the pace out wide here, he's got absolute bags of it. Can he get a pullback to Cabral here? It's been blocked by the defender. Overlap of Lema. Hopefully we can fire it back in. Josrak there, but pulls it wide of the target. Josrak with the ball here. Can he run into the box with his pace? With a left-footed shot now into the back of the net, and he is a wonderful... Like, he feels like he's got a 5-star weak foot. There's a few players that, I don't know, they have 5-star weak foot, but I don't feel confident on that foot. But Josrak's definitely not one of those. He can shoot with either foot for sure. As you can see here, just quite a tight angle, to be honest. Maybe the keeper could have done better, but it is his 14th goal of the season. I think Cabral's only got about 16 or 17, so it just shows how good Josrak has been in the league this season. Chance here through the middle for Cabral. Can he get the goal to make it 2-0 with the shot now into the back of the net, and that is a lovely goal on the counter-attack for Artur Cabral, and really nice through ball from Max Bird to find that opportunity out of nothing. Literally, we looking likely to concede a goal to make it 1-0, but now we've made it 2-0. What I could probably do is rest a couple of players for that next game against Bayern Munich, of course, and make sure we've just got, you know, everyone that we need. Chance here for Sarr if I can get him through with his pace. Absolute bags of it, and with a really good right foot. Like, these opportunities are just going to turn into goals, and there you go, Jack Harrison does make it 3-0. Kind of expecting Sarr to score the goal, but at least we had somebody there to completely kill the game off now. Maybe I could have played it inside to Cabral and just got him a goal, but nice to see Jack Harrison get 4 goals, you know. I think he's a nice little rotation player to have available. On the counter-attack here with Harrison, he's in absolute acres to run into the middle, pull it across for Cabral, make it 4-0. And obviously, as I said, the goal difference this season might be a really big factor. So, you know, at the top of the table, if we win the league on goal difference, then it's these kind of games where we've made it like 4 or 5-0. But yeah, nice to get Cabral a couple of goals, and hope, like, I don't know, can we realistically get a good result against Bayern Munich? It really does depend on what lineup they put up against us and just how good they are, really. I think there's a number of factors that may come to our favour. There we go, full time against West Ham. It is back-to-back clean sheets, I think, for the first time, especially in the Premier League. I don't think we've done that before, and that's really a good sign to see that we're in good form going into this Bayern Munich game. Not a single shot. Like, defensively, I think we're doing much better now that we do have the likes of Tagliafico. You know, it just helps us out, just having that defensive unit. Here we are then, the biggest game of this season is the Champions League knockout stage against Bayern Munich. Could have been Valencia, if you do remember all the way back then, when I thought the competition went on goal difference, but it goes on leg-based goal difference. We could be playing Valencia now, but now we're playing Bayern Munich. But I guess you got to beat the best teams to win the competition, so it'll be a very good test, and there's no real better time to do it. I think we're in really good form at the minute, so going to go into this game with a bit of confidence, and hopefully if we do enough to miraculously win this game somehow. I doubt if we will. We'll see. I'm honestly, this is horrible, to be honest. But we're having a bit of growth here to Ismail Assar going to an 83, so it's good to see already that he's, you know, surpassed Chukwueze in rating, and I think we've got a better player than Chukwueze, honestly. Like, on the pitch, he just feels incredible. Ismail Assar, so I'm really happy with that signing. One thing I might do, I don't know, I do kind of like Tom Lawrence over Sibley in terms of getting a goal. I think I'm more confident getting it with Tom Lawrence. I don't know if that's because of his shot power or something. Like, that's the only real major difference between the two. Oh, and Max Bird has gone to an 86 as well. I didn't even see that. But yeah, it's just really nice to see. As you can see, Knight's defensive stats are going much higher now, and if you pull up that +6 on, he goes up to 80 defending. If you put Bakayoko in, it only goes up to 84. So I think it's the right decision to keep Knight in the team and keep that stat going up, and hopefully we'll get towards the 80 mark pretty soon. But yeah, now we do have the biggest game of the season against Bayern Munich, and I'm just not looking forward to this at all. Here we are then for the Champions League against Bayern Munich. if you actually think about it, we're top of the Premier League, and they're top of the Bundesliga, so maybe. You just look at all those incredible players that they do have in there. Starting 11, I might just skip this bit because of the music. I don't want to get copyright striked. I'm not too sure if that is a case or not, but yeah, no Ramsdale, which was what I was kind of hoping for, because if they put Ramsdale in goal for this game and he made about 10 saves, I'd just be absolutely fuming with myself. But they do have Nori in goal, Alphonso Davies, Mukiele, Christensen and Kimpembe, then Marcus Llorente and Saul, then Gnabry, Sané and Lo Celso, then a front player of Richarlison. No Lewandowski, Muller, Kimmich. I'm quite happy that we're not playing against Kimmich, to be honest. Although Saul and Llorente are brilliant, I think Kimmich is just that next bit of quality. I don't know. If we can nick a goal, if we can win this game 1-0, happy days. Ideally, I'd win this game like 3 or 4-0, but I don't know if the dream would happen like that. I don't know. I think this game is just going to be incredibly difficult, but I'm just going to literally play incredibly high possession football. To Cabral, can he spin Kimpembe and get the shot off now? Blocked by Kimpembe. On to Knight here. Back to Mason Mount. Just got to get this. If we somehow get the first goal, then I'll be amazed, and it will just give us so much confidence. It's into Sarr. Can he slip it into Knight? Not quite. It's into Mount though. Turned back nicely into Naby Sarr with the shot. It's Ismail Assar. He's cleared it off the line. I don't know why I called him Naby Sarr. Oh, horrible. How hard did Bayern Munich try in here? With the shot again, but Neuer saves it. Trying to get it off Alphonso Davies, and we do with Sarr inside to Cabral with the shot into the top left-hand corner, and that is exactly what we deserve after these first 15 minutes. We've been on top of this game. I don't think Bayern Munich have even crossed our halfway line. We've been very, very good, and I'm a bit amazed, to be honest. That's a really good finish, top quality, into the top corner. Nice Champions League ball there, and Is the dream going to happen? Are we going to actually beat Bayern Munich? They haven't even crossed our halfway line. They haven't really had any possession yet. So the real test will be when they do get on the attack and get into a goal scoring opportunity. Cabral with the ball here, slips into Josriak. Can we get it to 2-0? Come on, Josriak. I scored. Doing it. We're actually beating Bayern Munich. I'm actually amazed. I'm amazed at how, I don't know, just we're beating Bayern Munich. I'm amazed. I'm gobsmacked. I know we are top of the Premier League and everything, but I just didn't expect it to be like this. I don't know. We've been in good form in this episode. We've not we've not let the other team score. We've had 2 clean sheets and scored 6 goals, and now it's 8 goals with these 2 goals in this game. And when I was absolutely fuming that we finished second because I'm an idiot and I didn't know about the goal difference rule. Maybe this is what we need. We needed to play Bayern Munich. That is a wonder ball though to Gnabry. This is actually Bayern Munich's first attack, so let's have a see. Bialik does get in there though, and now we can counter attack down the wing with Kamil Josriak. Can we make it 3-0? This might be incredible. It's into Cabral. Can he get the finish? Oh, my head's hurting because this is just so frustrating. I got so angry for finishing second because I'm like, oh, we're playing Bayern Munich. There's no chance we go through. I'm on ultimate difficulty on competitor mode with sliders. Like, what more can I do to make it competitive? I know we are top of the Premier League, but I just didn't expect it to be this easy. And I don't know. Bayern Munich have been very poor as well. I'm not going to lie. Like, they haven't really put any passes together, but because of the Champions League, the way it works, even if Bayern Munich score 1 goal in this game and we don't score at the Allianz, if they win 2-0, they go through. So the game is still very much open, and I don't, especially in this game, I don't want to concede. If we somehow keep the clean sheet, then I'm amazed. But because we are winning the game by 3-0 now, as you can see, the Bayern Munich defence are absolutely nowhere. Kamil Josriak can shoot and score, and it's just it's kind of annoying because the game needs to be programmed to know that it's not over when the game gets to 2-0 because it's going to 2 legs. I don't know what I can do, really. I'm going to win this game, hopefully. But can we win the second leg? That's the real question. But it's all about keeping the clean sheet in this one to prevent the away goals that are so powerful in the Champions League for no real reason, really. I don't know why the away goals are such a... Especially now, with no fans in the stadium. I think they should definitely look to remove the away goal rule in the Champions League in the next couple of years at least. Trying to see for Cabral to make it 5. He's into the box now with the shot. Blocked by the defender though. Really good block from Andreas Christensen, the former Chelsea player. On to Sarr here. Back to Mount. Now into Cabral. Can he put it through his legs and shoot with his left foot? 5-0. Hat-trick for Cabral. And... Are we... The thing is, the next game could be completely different and Bayern Munich win it 5-0. But today they've just been absolutely poor. I don't know what to say, really. I'm always in this debate of, is it competitive enough? And in actual full theory, it's probably not. But on the flip side, if you look at the rating of our team in terms of the overall stats, we are probably one of the best teams on the game. You know, there's Felipe and Sarr and Knight, but other than that, maybe I think, you know, there's a couple of players in this team that we could upgrade to make our team as good as, you know, a Manchester City or like a Real Madrid, but we're not a million miles away. You know, we've got very good players in like Mount, Josvak and Cabral, so it's just really difficult just to try and make this career mode fun and competitive at the same time. But yeah, 5-0 against Bayern Munich in the first half. I would have never have guessed that in a million years, but they have just brought on Fred for Loriente. But there's no Kimmich in this team for Bayern Munich. Maybe he's injured or something, but yeah, they've just been really, really poor, and we've not even had to deal with like an attack from them. I don't know if it's just because of I don't know if this episode's glitched or something, because West Ham or Arsenal didn't attack either. It's just one of those episodes where everything's just falling for us very nicely indeed. But obviously still, with the away goal, you know, Bayern Munich winning 4-0 at home is still a realistic outcome, so we still need to be on our absolute A game to prevent the away goal, to keep this game in our hands. Just working to Tagliafico. Obviously knows the Champions League well, getting to the semi-finals with Ajax. Can we make it 6-0 here? Can't quite get it past Neuer, who we were actually looking at. We could have potentially got Neuer for about 20 million at the start of the season. And on this kind of performance, I'm kind of glad we went for Handanovic on a loan. And I think, I don't know, it's just, this game's just amazing. It never fails to amaze. Sané using his pace and strength here to go down the wing. Probably could have brought Lema across, but does well there to stop it. And we will make some changes now. There's not really a need to make changes, but I guess we'll bring on Bakayoko for that bit of defensive cover. Just to prevent, obviously, Bayern Munich getting a couple of goals towards the end of this game. On to Mount here. He's been really good this game, actually. And that's why we signed him, for these kind of games. Can we make it 6? Yes, we can. I don't know what to say. I don't know. We might win the Champions League and the Premier League this year at this rate. We'll take him off for Louis Sibley to rest him up, as he has. I don't know why he is, like, always. I think it's because of the new patch on the game, basically, when you play what we play in tactics-wise. Press on heavy touch, the cams and the fullbacks lose quite a bit of stamina now. But yeah, I think we've wrapped up this game. I think we'll get the win. But still, we need to be careful not to let Bayern Munich score a couple of away goals, because then winning 4-0 at home is still a realistic outcome. But today they've just not turned up at all. Like, literally terrible. Like, it feels like we're playing professional, but we're not, because we started the game on ultimate difficulty. You guys saw it, and I went into the game and just, I don't know. I must say, Sarr has actually been incredible. Like, I didn't actually think he'd be this good. I knew he'd be good, but I didn't. He feels like the next level. And there's 7. Like, Bristol City was a harder game. I know we were using our second team against Bristol City, but Bayern Munich just feel like a conference team. Like, it's honestly shocking. I just don't know what this game is at times, and I can't explain it at all. We're on ultimate difficulty with competitor mode and sliders, and we're winning 7-0. And I don't think the away goals will even matter now for Bayern Munich. Even if they win, I just don't see them winning 7-0 at the Allianz. Chance here for Depay. He's gone through the middle. Saved by Handanovic. I think that might be Bayern Munich's first shot of the game. I genuinely can't think of another shooting opportunity for them. They've got the ball into the middle. Header flicked on, but Josrek does clear it. Corner for Bayern Munich. Tagliafico's there though, and I know we've scored 7 goals this game, but Tagliafico at left back might be the reason why we are doing so well, because he's just been sensational. They are in the box here, pulls it across the face of goal. They do get that late away goal, but the difference of 6, I just don't think, if this Bayern Munich team turns up again, I just don't think that Bayern Munich will really matter. And was this a score of the semi-final of, was it 8-2? I think it was 8-2, wasn't it? The semi-final against Barcelona in real life, that Bayern Munich just absolutely smashed them. So maybe it's a bit of revenge. There's no Kimmich, Lewandowski. The defence is a bit questionable, to be honest. Christensen and Kimpembe aren't the best in the world. But yeah, I can't explain that result, honestly. We absolutely dominated them with 16 shots, and them only having a couple. Transfer offer from PSG for Timothy Fosu-Mensah. I just don't see much of a point in selling him now, because we will negotiate it though, I think. Although they offered 35, I think. Or did we offer 35 for Mensah? I don't know, he's one of those that's nice to have in the squad, but I think at like 30 million, I just don't want us to sell a player again in between transfer windows and not get the money like we did with Ramsdale. I don't know if that's the issue with it and why that glitch did happen. But as you can see, Manchester City have taken us off top spot, and we do have the game in hand. Next opponents are Spurs, who are down in 8th, but we do struggle a bit against Spurs. I think they're quite a decent team. At the minute, goal difference, it's actually quite tight. We're still 4 behind Manchester City, so when we do get into the lead, we do need to be absolutely critical and score a lot of goals to make sure we do get as many as we can to prevent losing the title on goal difference. And I'm still a bit, I don't know, I want to say shell-shocked after the last game against Bayern Munich. I just didn't expect a 7-1 victory at home, but all can change away from home. Like, the flip of the coin of home and away games is ridiculous, so we're still going to be on our A game, and I might be tempted to play a second team against Burnley. I don't know, because there's only a 2-day rest after to recover for the Bayern Munich game. But on the same side, even if we play a really low fitness team for the Bayern Munich game, that's what I might do. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. For some reason, I've left it on intermittent rest, but that might have been quite good for that Bayern Munich game, to be honest. Here we are then at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, a really nice new stadium on FIFA 21, of course. Be interested to see what the Spurs lineup is for today's game. I think they have got Brozovic there, the new signing. He is in the midfield with Lisandro Martinez from Ajax. Obviously Tagliafico will know him well. Hugo Lloris in goal, then Perez. I'm not too sure who Perez the centre-back is. Matt Doherty, De Vrij and Reguilon, then Lucas Moura, Tadic and Bergwijn, and Josh King up front. Obviously Tadic again, another former Ajax player, so yeah, hopefully we can get the 3 points, go back top of the Premier League, and I'm still a bit amazed that we've actually beaten Bayern Munich 7-1, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's one of those where I can't really do much. Like, I can just play as well as I can. I can't really just not let Bayern Munich not score against Bayern Munich to make it look realistic. I'll keep these games as authentic as possible, and I just can't really do much about it when we are playing on ultimate difficulty with sliders. I can do my best, but there's not much I can do. But we've somehow slipped away through with Cabral. maybe he's not on his A game today. I think that if that was against Bayern Munich, he puts that into the back of the net, but fortunately he has dragged it wide. Joshua with the ball inside here to Cabral. Overlap of Tagliafico. Can he get into the box and pull it back to Mason Mount with the shot, but blocked by the defender really nicely. I think we could potentially be about 3-0 up at this point, but yeah, I think Spurs have got a little bit lucky. Like here to Bergwijn. This feels like ultimate difficulty, which is weird. Like, why couldn't Bayern Munich play like this? Josh King with the first goal there. Not too sure what I did with Felipe, but I don't know. The difference as well with whoever scores the first goal is massive. You know, whoever gets to 2-0 first basically wins the game on ultimate difficulty. But, you know, it's about getting to that 2-0. Like, we did really well to keep possession in those first 50 minutes against Bayern Munich. And, yeah, we've not exactly done that against Spurs. Chance here for Josuak. Through for him. Hopefully on that left foot he can score. Hits the post. Like, I'm sure this game is rigged. I don't know. That kind of shot against Bayern Munich goes in. Today's game against Spurs hits the post, and it's just the consistency of it is just super weird. Bergwijn with the pace down the wing here, and it's just the difference between these two couple of games between Bayern Munich and Spurs is just, you can see that this is actually, I just don't quite understand the consistency of the difficulty. But we are playing away from home, which is much more difficult. Like, I don't know, I think there should be like a prefix on difficulty that maybe have one difficulty for home games and one for away, because just home games are just way easier. Onto the box here with Spurs, and there's 2-0, and I think that's going to be end of the game. We'll try and rescue a point, but it's just really weird. I don't know why the game is like this, to be honest. Like, why is this game just so much harder compared to the Bayern Munich game, which was just incredibly easy? I just don't quite understand, to be honest, but we'll get a few different faces on and maybe try and get something, but I don't know. I just think this game has been ultimate difficulty, but the last game was like professional. I think Spurs going forwards have been absolutely ruthless, and defensively just impossible to get through. We had a few chances at the start of the game, hit the post, saved, blocked, and I don't know. I just feel like the game knows that we just won so much against Bayern Munich. It's like, well, we just need to tweak that. Well, it's Sarr. Can we get that first goal to start the comebacks? Saved by Lloris into Cabral. Can he get a goal to open the scoring for us with the shot now? But, you know, if that shot was in the last game, it goes into the back of the net. But this game, just really poor, and I don't know why. There we go, full time against Spurs. I don't know. I'm just really confused after. It's like the game knew what we just did against Bayern Munich and just went, oh, we need to make this harder. Because that game, it felt like ultimate difficulty. But if you look at the highlights, like the early chances that we had to open the scoring, like this one in particular, I just don't understand how he's not hit the target, whereas he would have hit it in the last game. This one again from Josuak. I think the defender blocks it. No, it's just, like, what is that? Like, what is that shot from Josuak? He's done that a million times, but that time he just boots it high, and I just don't feel like the game. I don't know. That felt like scripting in a way, but I just don't know. It does mean we've lost that game in hand on Manchester City, and we're on joint amount of points now, and that is not good, because next game is against Manchester United. That means it could go to, you know, Manchester City 3 points clear. So we needed to get at least a point from that last game, and we I don't know. It was a really tough game, and I don't know. The consistency of the difficulty is always been a challenge in this career mode. Obviously, as a championship team, being newly promoted, finishing top 4 in our first season just shouldn't be happening. But we're on ultimate difficulty with competitor mode and sliders, and I can't do anything about it, really. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this episode. Obviously we will be playing these 4 games in the next episode. it's really good that we did win that Bayern Munich game, because now we have something to fight for in the Champions League at least, and maybe we won't win the Premier League after that loss, because then we've got, Man United's going to be a tough game away from home. Should get the 3 points against Burnley and Villa, but we still have Chelsea and Manchester City on the final day. It may come down to the final day on who wins the Premier League, and as we have a home game, maybe we'll have that slight advantage, but we'll have to wait and see, of course. Still need to stay within reaching distance of Manchester City, and especially these games against Burnley and Villa, maybe like Southampton, Palace, you need to get a good goal difference going, because as you can see at the minute, our goal difference is about 28, and Manchester City's and Liverpool's are 35. So realistically, we need to get that goal difference back up. But if Manchester City just dropped points, yeah, they have, because they were on 62 with us. They drew their last game against Villa, and now if we get at least a win from this game, we go back at the table, back top of the table by 1 point. So it's all still played for. It's just really frustrating that Spurs, I think they've beaten us twice this season now, and I think both of them were 2-0 wins. Where's the other game against Spurs? I do remember it for some reason with Joshua King. There it is. They did win 2-1. I think we literally scored in the final second of the game to get that goal difference. But yeah, it's been an eventful episode. It'll be interesting to see who we do have in the next round of the Champions League, because I assume they're not going to pull back the 6 goal difference. So at the minute, Olympique Lyon are winning. Inter and Valencia are drawing, same with Atletico Madrid and Manchester City. It seems quite even at the minute. Liverpool and Barca are looking likely, same with Juventus to go through. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, the teams that are remaining once we go through to the next round, there's only really if Olympique Lyon do go through, but maybe Real Madrid will win the next leg. But yeah, I think it's still too tight to call, other than Liverpool and us going through. So yeah, hopefully, guys, did enjoy this episode. Make sure you do leave a like, rate if you did enjoy it, and see you soon. Bye.